you keeping all that energy bottled up inside. You gotta let it breathe. You gotta let it breathe. Talk about it. Get it off your chest. Don't move around with a screwed up face. Talk time, we has it. You feeling stuck, you need a change of pace. Talk time, we has it. Family and friends are coming in. Talk time, we has it. The joyous times, they never.
Hey y'all, welcome to episode 20 of Talk Time with Yazzy. I know. Um
Ow.
you said what?
I said episode 20 is deep. That's deep.
Exactly. I'm like, whoa. But before we even get into that, it's me. Hello. No, it's it's your girl Yazzy, okay, period. And of course, my bookie wookie. Go off, boo. Go ahead.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, La. Use your tongue.
Y'all be so proud of her, okay? She got her MacBook together.
I know. Y'all be proud of me. I got my MacBook together. I am doing big things. Now I got to get my microphone, but woman of a certain age, not too much, but you know what it is.
Please.
I'm
Please,
still
please.
learning.
Exactly. And we love it. We love it. Hello. What they be saying, when they be trying to spit game? We love a queen that can. No, I'm just kidding. You're like, girl.
No.
Oh, Lord.
It's like I be telling them, stop it.
Literally, you're like, not too much, okay? Mm-mm. But today's episode, we wanted to dive into. Well, we're gonna title it "When an Apology Never Comes. Can You Still Forgive?" Okay. Now, not the face. Not the face.
The disclaimer before we start. We'll get into our travels and how we updated and everything, but I went out of town. I got a really bad allergic reaction. My face was swollen. It's just now coming down, but my lips still hurt and like my cheeks, all of this still hurts. So if I
Yep.
like grab my face or like like that instead of like really laughing, it's because everything is still swollen and it hurts really bad. But I'm still here for y'all, whether I'm dead
Hello.
or not. Yeah, you said get up.
Hello. Don't make that face. This is my choice. Don't make it seem like you blink twice and you're like,
You better get it together.
get it together. Okay. Hello. No, because they would have been coming for us like, okay, y'all keep skipping a week or whatever. I'm like, dang, life be lifing, but okay, we're gonna keep it moving.
Yes.
So gosh. But yeah, give them a little update because you did just do your little,
Yeah,
well, not even little, it was big.
major things, move some stuff around, got my kids settled out there where we're gonna be living. Not really giving the actual place we live in that they don't need to be doing all that, but just, got them settled. They're with our family there and I'm very comfortable with that. Shout out to my boo Christina and my boo boo Renee for, stepping
Hello.
up and Mo, y'all helping me. So they taking care of them while so I can take care of here and shut it down so I can be out of here. So everything is going
Period.
smoothly. I had this big old, oh my goodness, it's happening. That's happening, that my babies
Yeah.
aren't with me right at the moment. But they're good and they're safe and they're being extremely loved and probably love more than that, not more than me, but like they're probably a lot nicer.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I don't play. Nah. I don't play.
Right, hello.
But shout out to my family for, being my true family and taking care of the little ones without a hesitation.
Right. And it was so cute, like, you sending me pictures and, like, them being out there. I'm like, "Girl, it look like they already been living there."
And they had a room, they got closet space, their clothes is all ready, they got beds. All of that was there for us.
Dang.
So it was like we were already belong there. So it felt good to be there.
And I know it was, like, snowing crazy, so you weren't able to, like, register them for school, and you were like, "Oh, it's snow day." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah. So we went in Thursday, Friday. The whole city kind of was shut down from the snow. So there was no school. But they start Thursday this week. Because, like I said, the
Hey.
family swooped in and saved the day, got them enrolled and everything. It's moving.
Oh,
It's moving. And my support
dang.
just they picked up right where I couldn't, they were right there. So I appreciate everybody. I
I
love you.
know that's right. Not too much. No, I'm just kidding.
So now you know that was phase 1. Phase 2 is in effect. That means getting out of the
Yes.
finishing up the stuff that I couldn't do while the kids were here, breaking down their beds and things like that. So the
Yeah.
phases is starting on to phase 2 so we can get to phase 3 and be out.
Dang.
Yeah, it's happening.
Dang.
Yeah,
I can't wait to come and visit.
I know.
Literally. I mean, hopefully, you come to see me. That's the plan, hopefully next
Next
month.
month. Yeah. I'm gonna try my best.
But
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
I'm excited to go out there. There's a lot out there. So I'm like, woo, I want to visit, but not to stay. Hello.
Yes, it was definitely a lot out there. Like I said, it was beautiful. It was cold. We wasn't ready for it. As soon as we landed, there was no snow on the ground when we landed. When they opened the door for us to leave out, it started pouring, like just I'm like, what the heck? Like,
No,
they said it ain't snowed all year. You brought the snow.
girl. That's what I was about to say. That's crazy that you made it before it snowed.
Yeah.
And then you just said that. I was like, bro.
Yes.
And I know the kids are probably like,
Oh, yeah, my baby Ellie is like, it's Christmas. It's Christmas.
oh,
Like, you want to go play in the snow? Yeah, I want to go play in the Christmas.
oh, that is so
Yeah.
cute.
So yeah, they're
I
enjoying
love it.
themselves, so I'm glad. I'm glad they feel safe once again and loved.
Good.
They
I'm
don't even
happy
realize how
because,
blessed they are, I don't think.
right. They don't, because your oldest is like, look, I'm still a kid.
Right.
You like, nah, you gonna come help move these boxes. Let's go.
That's right. He's like, "Can you stay with the littles?" No.
Right.
Even if it's a
Hello.
little box, pick up a TV, okay? You built like
No, for
a
real. And then
linebacker.
he's so tall, he got to.
I was like, "You built like a linebacker, defensive end. Let's go."
Stop. Stop. People gonna be in the comments like, hold on, what's his stats? No, I'm just kidding. Oh Lord. But anyways, I'm glad things are good and you're about to go into phase 2. Um, and then we just gonna jump into what we about to
Oh, and
do. Hold on.
can I do one more thing?
Go off.
I wanna shout out to all my people in Minnesota. We know y'all struggling. I love y'all. I miss
Yes.
y'all. I know it's hard, coming right off like George Floyd, going right into this. Y'all please be safe. Protest as, safe as you can. And I'm just sending my love to people on the South Side. That's right where I'm from. So nothing but love, y'all. And hopefully it get better soon.
Absolutely. Well, be keeping me updated because again, I be life. So when she told me, I'm like, whoa. So for sure, once again, I mean, I'm not too close to the family out there, but hey, family or not, y'all hold it down, okay?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. My son is
cause
listening too.
I'm gonna keep an eye out now, cause I'm like, whoa,
Yeah, all my babies,
fairness
I love
is
y'all because I got 3 kids in Minnesota that are worried and
yeah,
concerned and, we're, Hispanic and are very concerned.
yeah,
So, keep us in your prayers and, like I said, please stay safe, everybody. Let somebody know where you at. Make sure your locations is on,
yes.
let people know where you at.
Oh, that's so sad to think about. Dang,
Yeah.
this world for real. This world.
I
I'm over
just
here
wanted to
just like,
send some love that way, but let's do this.
right. You got me going down like you know how I get. I'm like,
Yeah, let's do this because I got some words.
please. Please. Okay. No, okay, so back to it again. So the topic is when an apology never comes, can you still forgive? Okay. So I'll start. I guess I'll just start off with like the expectations of an apology. Like you know what I mean? I feel like that's a good place to start. I feel like obviously people know the basic of like, oh, I'm sorry, but I feel like there's obviously different levels to an apology, Like, and expectations is important. Okay, I'm one of those type of people that's like, I need you to hit these certain keys if you apologizing to me. Like,
Mhm.
I'm definitely one of those people that were like 4. You know, like those annoying people that be like, we be like, I'm sorry, and they're like 4, because let me hear it. Like, what is like? And to some people, just to being like, I'm sorry, they be like, oh, you good, and it's like, I'm like, good for you. But there's definitely different levels, because like, obviously if somebody like bumps you on accident, I'm not gonna be like, what you sorry for? Like, obviously it just happened, they're
Right.
gonna be like, sorry, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not that deep. But
Mhm.
if it's like, family trauma,
Imma need
I'm
more
like,
than
let
sorry,
me
bro.
go. Right, and I'm not gonna take no might be, and won't happen again, and if it do, hey, might be times 2, like,
Or
no.
or, "Well, you know what I've been through.
Right.
This is not about you."
Hello. Oh god, we about to get into it. I already know. Like, the trigger. I'm like, why are we over here just talking about the expectation of an apology? And we already like hyping each other up, like, okay. Oh gosh. Um, but I feel like it's like important, because for me personally, it's like I do crave an apology for closure, because it's like I need to know, like, you do, like, you are sorry about it. What's gonna stop you from doing it again? Does that make sense?
Mhm. It
But
makes sense. If you're planning on allowing that person back into your space.
see, and that's a whole nother set. That's the third part of it. That's the third part. But yeah, do you want to add anything as far as like expectation of an apology?
Like I said, the why, and what are you apologizing for? And in that apology, what are you gonna do moving forward so this doesn't happen again?
Right.
Right? And I think that that's important too, to where you should come to me when you saying sorry to me, you should already have a plan on like, well, the next time, just something simple like, sorry I was late for work. You know what? Next time I'm gonna make sure I set an alarm. I'm just giving something simple. Next time I'm gonna set an alarm so I'm not late because because I understand that makes you upset, or I understand that that makes it feel like I don't value your time, right?
Right.
Like you have a plan behind the I'm sorry moving forward.
Mm,
That's something that I've
okay.
learned that people need sometimes. My ex was one of
Yeah.
those people that needed a plan for me, and I'm like, "Well, bro, I said I was sorry, and I know for what."
Oh, not the my B.
Right? I said I was sorry, and I could confirm I was sorry, and he was like, "Okay."
You know what? We grew up a lot around a lot of those people. Yes.
That's something that I did learn from my last relationship because I'm very like, I said sorry. I know what I did. I apologize for it. I ain't gonna do it no more. And then he would go, well, how are you not gonna? What are you not gonna do? Like What's the plan moving forward? To if this triggers you again, you're gonna do this instead of this, right?
Yeah. That,
So I've learned.
and that's fair, because that's how Anthony was. Because even when we like were dating, and it was like our first year, and we were at Disney, and then when we had the whole moment or whatever, we broke up or whatever. And I was like, like I said, to me, I was like, it wasn't like that deep of a reason to break up. But again, like, everyone's different. He took it in a different way. And then he's like, you don't ever apologize for anything. And I'm like, I feel like I'd be like, because a lot of things don't be that deep for it to be an apology about, but to other people it do be. So then I'm like, okay. And so that for me, that's when I learned to be like, all right, it's really like, I just grew up where things wouldn't be, and I don't even want to say that deep, because it'd be hurting people's feelings. But to me, it really be like, I grew up in those family that's like,
It's still your
you watch
cousin, and
Everybody
he
Hates
gonna get
Chris,
up and
and
help
it's
her
like, oh, I
move
just got hit
forward.
by a car.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And
Go
they're
ahead.
like, no, I'm saying, like, how there's like, oh, and Everybody Hates Chris, and it's like, oh, I just got hit by a car, and it's like, take some Robitussin. That's literally how our family was.
Like, that's what I was
It
just
was like,
saying behind you.
okay,
Like, okay, you mad? She made you mad. We still get up tomorrow helping her move. I get that she's mad. You're mad at her, or she did what she
literally.
did, but they still your family, and so you learn to apologize like that.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, I
And
ain't gonna do it no more.
you just start coexisting again.
Yep, with no real accountability.
Yes, that's the next part. Forgiveness without accountability. Can forgiveness exist without responsibility? And that's where I guess you could say I guess that's where you could say where you're like how your ex was like, "Okay, what are you gonna do
Holding me
to like"
accountable.
exactly. How you gonna follow it up? Same with how they do at a job though. Like, when they have action plans, they're like, "Okay, so what are you gonna do next?" And it's like, dang, that stuff really be coming full circle. Like you be like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't even think about it like that, but it is like that. And that's why I always be like, "Okay, so what can I do to help improve or do something like that?" And I feel like I've definitely learned to become more of an adaptable person. Like I'd be like, all right, let me take this and try to retrain it and like put
Mhm.
that into work. But not everyone's like that. And so it'd be like hard to be like, okay, you gotta also give them grace and patience if you're choosing to let them be in your life. Because again, that's you're thinking from your point of view and you're like, well, hello, you should have got this already. I done told you 3 times.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, we done. But sometimes people need, 6, 7, 10 times, and then it's like you be telling me, if you want them back in your life, this is how it
Them for
is,
who they
and you
are.
gotta be right.
Them for who they are and accept that they're at least and that's what I said. You have to accept people for who they are if you want them back in your life and know that it's gonna take time for them to get to not do those things again, right? It takes time to heal an injury, right? So it takes time for them to learn how to move a certain way differently when they've been moving the same way their whole life. And everybody else has been accepting it. No one's been holding them accountable. Me. Lala's always right. I got that in my mentality until I came up to somebody who was like, "You're not." And I was
Yeah,
like,
same,
"Who the hell are they talking to?"
same. Yeah,
Me?
no, for real, for real, for real.
Me, and it was like, I'm not gonna apologize because apologies are only people who are wrong and something else. It's like, and I'm never wrong. It's the little
Okay.
it's the little thing from Madagascar. Imma send it to you tonight.
Oh gosh, I already know who you're talking
You may
about.
have to insert that in
King
there.
Julian, probably.
But that is definitely
I'm
how I felt
screaming.
at one point in my life until I was checked in a loving way at times, and sometimes it was an assholey way, excuse my French. But I agree. I had to learn to agree with that because I think apologies is hard for us. For me. Now I'm definitely gonna get on how somebody else is apologizing and it ain't came yet. We gonna get there. But I think
Right,
apologies struggle. I struggled at one point in my life, probably up to the last 2 years, 3 years of my life to apologize. Because I feel like people know my heart. Like, Jesus, you know my heart, Lord. You know I didn't mean to do that, so I can just
right.
say sorry and be done. No, you can't. Because there's people that are new to me that don't know my heart. They just know me. And they don't know who really my values and who I am. And they're getting to know me. So me, that whole little I'm sorry, that's not enough. It's not enough. If somebody
Dang,
really cares for you and that's they need more, you need to give them that.
you gotta hit them with that 4.
Yeah.
You're like, that's giving poetry.
Like you said,
You know how to be snapping?
you gotta turn into HR. This is what happened.
Literally. And
This
this is
is
the
what we
action
didn't want
plans.
to
I'm gonna
happen. And
need
this
you
is
to sign.
moving forward.
Right. They
And
be like, I need you to sign this action plan here, here, and here.
yep. And these are the steps we're gonna take. And this is your last pip. So you've had 2 pips. This is your third and final pip.
Okay. And will they be calling them like tags like tardies or whatever? Like, you know how they used to be like, oh, you get a mark or whatever.
Mhm.
I'm like, dang, that used to give me anxiety. I'm like, bro, how many ticks into you're fired? Like,
Right, I got one more. I got
I'm
one.
like, dang, I'm just dying in bed. They're like, hey, you got one more tick. And I'm like,
That's yeah, so, I mean, but it cut sometimes when people keep doing the same thing, you gotta let them go, just like at work. Even though I like
hello.
you and we like you and we like you here, you do good work, but you ain't doing this one thing and I gotta
And that's what you hired for.
yeah.
God. Well, and then the next thing we got actually is going to be closure versus peace. Okay. So it's like why closure doesn't always come from others, you know? I guess like in other words, just like kind of choosing your own peace with what you're given.
Mhm.
And again, that's what you're saying. Like if you choose to forgive them or not. And there's like times where I'm like, okay, there's actually a lot of times and I'm trying to grow because again, like we're definitely those people that's like, okay, I'm gonna cut you off because I'm choosing my peace. And now I'm learning to be like, okay, some relationships can still be good and you can sit there and you can be like, okay, let's talk about it.
Mhm.
Cause I'm very much like, when I'm ready to be, you already know, when I'm ready to be done, okay, I'm over it. Like, but then like I definitely do be like, okay, I think it's just because I also be hanging out with you and talking to you, and you be like, well, you gotta think about both sides, and I'm like,
I I knew I shouldn't have
I'm
called
like, were
you.
they thinking about both sides? No, you know,
I knew I
I'm
shouldn't
like,
have called you.
dang, just let me be selfish, be on my side one time. No, just kidding.
I'm always on your side.
No, I know, and I love it because it definitely teaches a lot of growth. Because I'm like, looking back at the Yasmina I was years ago, I'm like, dang, like, and it really be like some things are not that deep. You could literally be like, okay, we need to have this conversation, because even with my friend Malik, like when I was like, oh, I'm going through this thing, and I'm like, I felt like you weren't there for me. He's like, well, you normally like to keep to yourself, so I don't want to, like, I let you know I loved you, but I wasn't going to be on you like that. And I said, you absolutely right. I'm like, I'm not even mad at you. And he's like, but you know I love you, and I'm always here. I'm a phone call away. And I said, you know what, boo? And he's like, I'm so happy you talked to me about it. And it wasn't just no, and it was just so natural because at first I was like, and I'm like, I can't get rid of my bookie now, my bookie. So I was like, nah, I need to tell you. And he was like, yeah, boo, like, you know, I love you and da da da. And I was like, oh my God, I love you too. It's just definitely important to definitely know the difference, I guess, as far as like closure and like peace, because it's like, I feel like if you are willing to have that conversation, both parties, and even if you can't have like a peaceful outcome, I feel like in some way you should be able to find closure in that. Versus it like people who don't talk at all. And that's why I had to be like, I need to get over that because I used to be those people that's just like, okay, blocked, like I'm not talking to you. And I've been hurt like that before. What through a friendship. And I'm like, damn, like I thought we was like sisters, like blood, bro. And I'm like, you didn't even say why you was bugging. Like it couldn't have even been that deep for me. I could have been like, oh, okay, my bad. Like, and if you don't want to my be, like, I'm sorry for you tell me what's going on and I can
Mhm.
elaborate, you know. Does that make sense?
No, it does. I even got a little convicted inside because there's a bunch of people that I don't talk to that don't know why. I know
Ooh,
why. I know what you did
hello. Oh,
and who you did it to
and
and
who you
with.
did it with. No,
So
we're definitely cousins.
so there's a lot of people that I've kinda just walked away from and never talked to again, or if I have, it's been like, "Yep, hey, okay, bye. Hey, girl, hey,"
Yeah.
and it's been bye, but the relationship that we had and I think they're just like, "Dad, she just kinda stopped talking to me." Well, analyze the stuff that you was talking to or who you was talking to or who you was around that you shouldn't
Mm.
have been around.
Ooh.
I know they listen to this podcast. You know who I'm talking about. They know who I'm talking to. It's a couple of them.
Well, we're happy you guys listen to the podcast.
And, I still don't talk
Please.
like, "Hey, girl, okay." Like, but they don't but they don't really know why. I only cut people off when they do something directly to me, right? Like, things happen. But when you coming straight for me, boom, that when you coming straight for
Yep.
me, I'm good. I'm good.
Mm.
And when you coming straight
Right,
for
because you
somebody,
like,
ain't no
I'll
mistakes.
snap.
Right. Ain't no mistakes when you coming straight for somebody. So when we talking about do I need closure? I've never been that one that needed closure. Um, kind of ever. But also, I've never been on the end of being having the book closed on me. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I know you said like a friend just kind of stopped talking to you. I've never had that. Well, I think we had a family member that did that to me once, but they came back and
Yeah,
it
but
didn't
I'm
even have
not
nothing to
gonna
do with me.
say,
It didn't have nothing to do with me. It was a
but I'm
family.
not gonna say you haven't had like a situation where you haven't had like you needed to have a conversation, have that closure because
No, 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 no. No, no. Let me finish. I was
okay,
done.
okay.
So like I've never had that book kind of closed on me where I couldn't go back and have a conversation if I wanted to. But
Mm,
in my last conversation, my ego was like, we don't need no closure. It's done.
mm,
But my heart and my mind was like, yes, you do. Yes, I do. I need to hear why this didn't work. I need to finish this out and close it out the right way. I can't just close the book on it. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, my last relationship, yeah, I needed I needed that. And that was probably one of the first times that I've needed that. Why didn't this work? Like, I knew
yeah.
why, but like, well, why didn't we try harder or what could I have done better?
Like actually sitting there talking
Right? Like,
about
no,
it.
I don't want you back. This
Yeah.
is not what this is not for us to get back together. This is like so I don't make this mistake one more time.
Mm,
I don't want to do this no more. So I need to sit here and you tell me everything I done that I don't feel that you feel like I've done to you. And we can go back and forth and vice versa so we can learn from it.
yeah.
He didn't want to do that either, but when we actually sat down and did that, it made it a little bit easier. I mean, I did have to like slam the door because it because when you get back into emotions, right? Like that's not what we were trying to
Yeah.
do.
Right.
But yeah, this was the first time that I needed that closure in certain things. So it's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling to have when you start like really letting yourself be human,
Yeah.
right? Because all the times I was just like, I don't care. Next, I don't care. Next,
Okay.
I don't care.
Thank you. Next.
Right. And
Yeah.
now it's like my body was like, you do care. You do care. Like, stop doing that.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm glad
And I and it's okay.
it's okay. And I'm glad Yazzy's getting it at 25 instead of waiting till she in her 40s to be like, I get it. I
Now
understand.
I get it.
Right.
I
Like, I'm
understand
glad I
now.
got it. And every relationship is to teach you something. Whether it's whatever, when we talk about ships, whatever kind of ship it is to teach you something. So I'm glad that I got it now, and I understand that yes, it's okay to even need closure. I think because sometimes needing closure makes you feel needy.
Mm.
That's how I was feeling. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's how I felt.
Yeah.
Like I said,
That's fair because that's how I felt for a long time too. And that's why I was like, even when it comes back to like my parents, I was like, whatever, I don't care. And then it was me getting older, like, it's not that like I'm over here like I need this so I can go on about my day and my life. It's more like I'm generally like, okay, I want to understand this because now at the end of the day, it's like if I'm telling my story, I want to know the full story.
mm-hmm.
Like,
And you don't
and
want
there's nothing wrong
it
with
to
that.
repeat itself. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to repeat yourself and don't know why you're doing something or why something triggered you
Right.
because it happened to you when you was a kid or
Mm.
it's generational, right?
Yeah.
My I don't give a F gene is generational. Clearly,
Very much so.
clearly.
Right.
So it's like, so you don't repeat the same thing and you're holding yourself accountable.
Dang, I'm over here like, whoa. For real. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And that and it's a little crazy because I'm just like thinking about everything. Like I'm like that stuff is wild. It really is generational. And that's why I be like telling Anthony too, I'm like, look, we gotta be better than our parents, and like just learning to be like sometimes that stuff does not have to weigh on your heart. Like you don't have to sit there and like hold that in and be like, I'll never like, and I'm like, that stuff is hard because especially when once you get to that point where you have so many people that is like heavy on your heart that you're literally like, and it'll hit different when you just let that go.
Mhm. Yep.
It's like, what?
I feel
So
like that.
that's why I be like trying to tell him and just trying to like also tell myself because I definitely have some people that I'm not perfect. I still got some people that I'm like, ugh. And it's more like I feel like it's for like not even just a situation anymore. It's just for my peace. Like
Mhm.
like again, forgiveness can look however you want it to look. And for me, it's like I forgive you for the situation and I'm gonna love you at a distance.
Over there.
Uh,
I
not the over there.
I can still see you.
Literally.
Over there. Yeah,
Over there. Go
yeah,
on over
yeah,
there.
right.
Oh God. No. I'm screaming.
Yes, I feel like that's how I
Yes.
feel like after this last incident that happened with the family, you already know what I'm kinda talking about, from my brother. It's like,
Yeah.
that hurt me. Um, it hurt me because once again, you figure something happened 10 years ago and you wanna keep it up, right?
Yeah.
So and now I've decided that I'm really like, that relationship is dead to me, and it had been dead to me, you know what I mean? It had really been dead, but I think now with everything that just happened, it was like the nail in the coffin. So at any time if this person comes to me and tries to apologize to me, I don't need the apology because there's no longer a relationship. No wishing no ill will, nothing bad, no harm, beautiful life. Once again,
Yeah.
you just are not gonna be able to be in my space. But I wish you nothing but the best.
And I get that. I get that. I mean, there's some people I feel like be getting me to that point where I'm like, you're gonna reach the point of no return. And I be really trying to be like, again, trying to be optimistic and hopeful and be like, okay, I'm gonna love you at that distance, just in case, a day comes and I'm like feeling forgiving and you happen to crawl your way from the pits of hell
I
and
was
you're
feeling
wanting
forgiven.
to
I was feeling forgiven. You were there.
exactly and
I was
hey, I'm
open.
gonna allow it. Okay. But once they get to the point of no return, it's like, ooh, like you just watching, like, oh, you're gonna get so close, but the
No,
the key is the gate is locked, and I ain't even got the key no more, so
no,
I can't help you.
I can't help you. Don't try over there.
Exactly.
Go try to the next gate.
Okay. And I feel like that comes with the like how you saying, like, I don't know, like obviously, you and the other person, y'all got your own history.
Mhm.
And even mine with my people or whatever, you know. I just feel like once they keep going, that's when I'd be like, okay, so you just want to get to the point of no return. Because like if it's just the situation itself and it's like, okay, you're still processing that situation and I'm already over it, been over it, my life is good. I don't need to hold that over me. But if you continue to try to make me feel some energy while we're at a family function or we're doing something, it's like, okay, so you're just miserable. Not the tambourine, not the
Tambourine?
tambourine.
Girl, girl, you better say, hold on, let me get them. Tambourine is in the box. Wait a minute, because I'm packing. Tambourine, girl, say it again for the people in the back. Woo! I done almost got the spirit. All right.
No, you're taking me out. For real, I'm literally crying.
I need a church fan. Woo! Say that again. Say it one more time. I'm serious. Say it one more time. You
Okay.
what you said?
No, I just said like when they try to take the piece from when you're like at a family function or whatever, and then they try to add more negativity and stuff, and then it's just like, okay, so you're really just miserable because it's like no, and that's really how it feels though, because it sucks because our family really we radiate so much good energy.
Joy,
Especially when it's like
happiness, and love.
literally, literally.
But you can
And like
feel the cloud come into the room.
you can feel the cloud coming to it's like literally like night and day. Like it like what is it? What is it? And Friday, the music. That's what it's like when Debo and you're like, bro,
Oh my goodness. Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
And
girl.
it's so sad because it's like if we were really the type of people to like allow that to stop our energy, it would suck.
It
And I
was
feel like that's why we do bloom so much in the world because we are like we can coexist with anybody. Like, okay, if you want to be like that, be that over there,
'cause we're still gonna be
and I'm
this
still
right
gonna
here.
shine.
We're still gonna be this
Right.
right here. Whether you like it or not, whether you're happy or sad, whether you're miserable or not, I'm still going to be me.
Yep.
So
Yep.
so get over it. Like, I just get girl. I didn't cry now my eyes is itching. Ooh,
Crying. I'm like, I hate that we know who we're talking about. It's like
we both know who we talking
everybody else is probably like they're saying nothing, and we're like, you're saying it all.
about.
You're putting it all out there.
And I was like in
Okay.
the box like, let me Tambourine.
Oh my god. And it's crazy. I feel like we haven't even been talking as much either. So for us to come out here and be like, hey,
Because that's just us. I was just
you
talking to
right.
Dre, he said the same thing. I said, "We don't even know what we're gonna talk about today. We don't have a topic." And he was like, "Once y'all get to going, y'all gonna be fine." You're right.
Oh no, for real. And that's how it be. We be like, anything happened to you this week? Anything happened to you? And it's like, okay, well. Then we get to talking and we're like, actually, yeah, that's a good topic. I love it. But nonetheless, I guess like the last thing I want to say is like the last like point because we already hit the one that was like what forgiveness is, and like overall, I would say like
To
forgiveness
us,
is
because it's
just
different for everyone. What you need in
right, your own
forgiveness and
personal
apology is
decision.
different than what we may need. But make sure you know what you need before you have that conversation with your spouse, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your boss, whatever. Make sure you know what you need. Because you don't want to tell them that and you walk away from like, I didn't say it.
I
And they
should
should
have
have,
said it.
and I still feel
Yep.
like this and I didn't say it. Like, say it. Say what you need to say. I know one of the topics we're going to touch on pretty soon is say what you mean and mean what you say. If you don't like it, you don't like it. And say it from
Solo.
the gate.
Yeah.
I know people
Ugh.
like, I want to try it. Then say that. I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm going to try it with you.
Mm.
Don't be like, I support you 110%. No, you don't.
Not the 110%.
No, you don't. Stop that.
Please, please. Oh my gosh.
That's still thinking of and even in an apology. If you feel like somebody needs more than an apology and they be come up to you like, well, I need to know you're gonna be able to do this and moving forward, you need to do this, and this. And they be like, but like, I can't do that. This is what I
Yeah.
can do. Like, so I don't feel like I did all of that. So I can try to work on these things, but I'm not taking that piece because I don't feel like be vocal in the apologies. So they're sincere. Because once again, if you're just saying, okay, babe, yep, I'm gonna do that. I apologize. You
Yeah.
lying. You're not, because you don't even feel
Right.
like you did that. Like, be
That's
honest.
when they not hitting all the points for the apologies.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, what you sorry for? And what's your plan? Again, like how these are things people need to hear because once you just hear the I'm sorry, it become an empty apology. And then it's like, okay, I've already heard this. And
Mhm.
like you not coming up with a plan, an action
And
plan, all
then
these
don't
things.
get mad
Like,
at your homegirl when she be like, girl, didn't he just say sorry for that last week?
yep.
Don't get mad at me.
Please. Please. You like, okay. Yeah, he did.
I'm just saying, we just had this conversation last week. Not I'm just talking
Yep.
in general, not me and Yazzie, but I'm just talking in
No, no,
general.
no. Yeah. I'm like,
Girl, we just had this conversation. And he's saying sorry again? Okay.
yeah. And it do be hard because again, you be like, well, you know who they are. You're trying to be patient, and it be love. It be
Yeah.
you like, okay,
Love will make you do some crazy things
hello.
and accept some crazy
But
things.
the last thing I want to add about the topic though is giving yourself permission. Okay, because this was what we had to talk about. And when you're like, well, you're hurt and you're grieving and you're doing like you're angry and disappointed, all these feelings, and I was like, I'm fine. I'm just
You're like,
like
you're clearly not. But and it's and I'm
literally,
listen,
literally,
it's okay to have these feelings, but I'm fine.
literally.
I'm fine. Like,
That seriously, it
you're
was
the
given
weirdo
like a
who brings
robot,
it
like how
up.
you said. Yeah, you're like, you have to allow yourself to be human. I'm like, no, seriously, because I'd be like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Like
Yeah.
literally glitching. And so it was like us having conversations and just allow my emotions to be my emotions. And I think, like I told you, like that one Monday when it was just like everything and like moving here and just processing all my feelings and everything, I was just like, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, am I like, like, it just started
My
coming out and
face
I'm like, what
is
is this?
leaking. My face is leaking.
Literally, I'm like, I'm broken. It's leaking. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, get the tape or something. Like, what's going on? But yeah, it was really good because then like I feel like I couldn't even process what was happening. And like Anthony was like, oh, are you okay? Like, are you crying? And I was like, no, no. Like, as they're like literally my whole face. And I was like, let me call mom. Like, I was like, it's happening. Because I don't know what it is. Like, when even like the times that you have when you call and you're like crying, I'm like, oh, it'd be like, we just instantly be like, you're gonna make me cry. And it'd be like, we turn into some big old thugs, big old crybaby thugs. We like, hey, man, hey.
Hey.
And nobody better been recording.
Right. Right. That's right. This never even happened.
Exactly. You're like, hey, easy, easy. No, I'm just kidding.
Here come the baby. Do you need tissue? I'm like, get away from me.
Right. Give me that.
Fine.
Go on about your way. Nah, it be your daughter. She's like, you need a hug right now. And you're like, come here. Come on.
Yeah, give
On
me
the
a
low,
hug.
on the low.
I know you don't want to.
Literally. Oh my gosh.
Christina's
But
calling right now. Christina, we can't talk right now. We're potting. Go ahead.
yes, we're almost done. Hey, family. Big shout out, Colorado. Hello. She's gonna be like, I was calling in the chat, in the comments. That was me.
That was I did that.
Oh my gosh. But is there anything else you want to add before I give the challenge of the week?
No, like forgiveness can be for you and the other person. Um, know that you're human and it's okay to need closure and need forgiveness and want forgiveness or to know what you did for a relationship to end or anything like that. So just be human, be open and vulnerable. Don't be like us. Don't make it where somebody got to pull it out of you to realize that it's a natural emotion and it's okay. All right?
But if you are like us, it's okay to allow someone to pull it out of you.
That's true. That's true. It is
Because,
okay to have a person that you can kind of bounce things off of and be like, "Now, girl, tell me straight. What did I do? What did I do to
right,
say I'm sorry for?" Because I don't think a
right,
lot of guys think. I think even I always bring up my ex. That's my,
right.
he was like, "I'm sure you just told your cousin all the things that I did." I'm like, "No, that's not even how I function. My best friend know that. That's
Okay.
not even how I function. I tell them everything I did, everything you said, everything you did, and then they be like, "Well,
Yep,
you know you wasn't right."
yep,
I'd be like,
yep.
"Oh, I wasn't right. Okay,
Well, that's what I'm telling you.
right." Gotta say sorry.
But he wasn't right either, right?
Right. I gotta say
Who wasn't
sorry.
right first, though?
Right. He said, "You said I should say sorry."
Right.
Okay.
Should I wait for them to say sorry, though?
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Right. We can start the conversation. No, I was just asking for.
literally. Oh, God. No, I agree with you though. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, because that's how it be. People say that a lot too. They be like, "I bet you just told them what I did," and I'm like, "No, I tell everything." Because my family and the people I talk to, they like, "But what'd you do?"
Mhm.
I'm like, "I ain't get there yet. Don't think I'm leaving it out the store because you know I did my big one."
Yep. Mm. I'm the big one.
Oh,
Gorgeous. Like, okay,
okay.
sure you all look
Hello. Oh Lord. Challenge of the week. Dun, dun, dun,
serious.
dun, dun, dun. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, write a letter you'll never send to the person who never apologized. Say everything you need to say, then release it. Closure can come from you. That was good.
Wait.
Oh Lord. With that being said, boo, go ahead. Close it out.
We love y'all. Y'all have a good rest of the week. We'll get to you next week. Comment, like, subscribe, share, do all the things. Help us blow up 2026. And you know what else?
Hello.
We out.